This is a story about Uncle Ong's tree. So when he immigrated to the West Coast from the Appalachians, it was because of a reincarnation dream that he had repeatedly. Sorry, I am on a roadway just before work. Bear with me. So, how like the last couple of 100 years, he decided he was going to stay here. So when he moved here, he took a pine tree and he rearranged the top of it. This one on the other side looked very much like a regular tree. He had to go around to the east side of it to see this stuff. So he chose a tree that was a trident and that could be shaped as a secondary trident. How he described this tree to me and what the emblems meant in it was this. So, and he added a bow, looks kind of like a figure eight, or did. The tree no longer stands, and don't take this as a devil representation because it's not. It's completely separate from that sort of thing. So this is very much like the Nasca, like Trident. And what he described to me, told to me, was this. And he told me about this tree. I'd seen it for many years, but he told me the story of this tree just before he walked back to pass away in about, 1982. And he put a bow on the left-hand side for my birthday that year. So what the hearts represent is life enduring. The left hand is for your grandmother. It's for your matrilineal line of descent. Then you have the right hand side of this tree, and that is for your descendants, your children, and your paternal line. This central, and the reason why it had a secondary trident in this, the center one was much higher, and they looked like little Christmas trees. They were just so beautiful. This heart and this trident represents the how he explained it was a trisexual nature within all beings on this planet. So when times come that decimate the majority of life, 70+% of life disappears. Uncle Ong claimed that not only do we have the feminine and the masculine gender, but during those times where there is decimation, a third gender, asexuality, like a worm, occurs. So that those species that cannot find a mate can still reproduce and occasionally survive. So he believed that that is the proliferation of life upon this planet. That we are, until stressed, two genders, and then we become, potentially an asexual gender that can reproduce with ourselves in order for life to progenate beyond. And that is what he considered, life everlasting, genesis of creation, is the ability to reproduce after a disaster. Go forth and, survive.